Have you been dreaming of Egypt lately? Desert skies that feel like home. Ancient temples you've never visited. But remember, eyes in statues that seem to follow you. Glyphs that stir something inside you, but you don't know why. You wake up feeling disoriented, but not afraid. More like you've been somewhere. Let me tell you something that no algorithm, no textbook, no historian ever will. These dreams are not random. You are not making this up. You are remembering. And someone, something, is trying to reach you. Through symbols, through echoes, through dreams. His name is Thoth. He was never just a myth, never just a god. He was a guide, a transmitter, a teacher of souls. And if you've been feeling the pull to pyramids, to sacred geometry, to the mysteries of ancient Kemet, you're not just curious, you're being called. Because Thoth speaks through memory, through number, through vibration, and yes, through dreams. So the real question is not, why are you dreaming of Egypt? The real question is, what is Thoth trying to awaken in you right now? Take a breath. Stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll see those dreams for what they truly are. Messages, keys, a doorway back to who you really are. You were taught that dreams are random, just leftover noise, chemical static, the mind unloading. But deep down, you never really believed that. Because some dreams feel different. They arrive like memories, not stories. They pull at something in your chest. Not like fear, but like familiarity. You see temples you've never visited. You feel wind on your face that doesn't belong to this world. You hear voices that don't speak your language, but your soul understands them anyway. Why? Because the language of dreams is older than any spoken tongue. It doesn't speak in sentences. It speaks in symbols, in emotion, in energy. And Thoth is a master of this language. He does not shout. He whispers. Not to your ears, but to the parts of you that never forgot where you came from. He encoded the laws of the universe into forms, colors, vibrations, into pyramids, into stars, into sacred numbers, into dreams. He knew the day would come when memory would fade, but resonance would remain. So instead of placing books in your hands, he placed symbols in your subconscious. The Ankh, the eye, the serpent, the pyramid, the ibis, the light that pulses behind your closed eyes before you fall asleep. These are not decorations. They are keys. Keys he planted long ago, waiting for your dreams to find them. And every time you wake up from Egypt, every time you see yourself walking across ancient sand, every time you feel that ache in your heart when you see the pyramids, you are not imagining it. You are remembering what your soul already knows. Because Thoth doesn't work through fear. He works through resonance. He waits until you're quiet enough, still enough, to receive the message. And that message is unfolding right now. Dreams are not just reflections of your mind. They are reflections of your soul's memory. And when Egypt appears, again and again, it's not a location being shown to you. It's a message being delivered. And Thoth? He is the messenger. When you walk through temples in your sleep, when you run your hands across golden walls covered in glyphs, when you feel a strange presence guiding you deeper into pyramid chambers, that is not fiction. That is instruction. Thoth is showing you something, not outside of you, but within you. The temple in your dream, it's your inner temple. The pyramid you walk toward, it's your own awakening, layer by layer, stone by stone. Some of you dream of flying over deserts, as if you're watching something from above. That's your higher self returning to a sacred place your soul once knew. It's not a metaphor, it's memory. Others hear voices in the dream, but no mouth is speaking. That's because Thoth doesn't speak in sound. He speaks in frequency, a pulse, a thought you feel instead of hear, a symbol that lingers long after you wake. You might not remember the details, but you remember the feeling. The moment you saw the eye open, the moment you touched the tablet, the moment you stood before Thoth and knew, without words, what you were. That feeling is not imagination. It's recognition. He is showing you your path. He is activating what was dormant. He is reminding you that knowledge is not something you acquire. It's something you reawaken. Because the truth is, you didn't dream of Egypt. Egypt dreamed of you. And Thoth called you into that dream so that when you returned to waking life, you would no longer be the same. There is a reason the dreams didn't come 10 years ago. A reason you weren't ready until now. A reason Egypt began to whisper to you, just as the noise of the world got louder. You see, awakening doesn't happen at random. It's timed. Just like the pyramids align with the stars, just like the rising of Sirius marked the flood of the Nile, your dreams, too, arrive in divine sequence. You didn't summon them. They were summoning you. Because Thoth doesn't call everyone. Only those who are ready to step beyond the illusion, beyond the chaos, beyond the noise of this collapsing world, and into the stillness of truth. You're being called back to Egypt, not to visit it, but to remember what you left there. A purpose, a mission, a knowing so ancient, so precise, it could only be found when the world outside became loud enough that the only place left to hear it was within. Your soul signed a contract before you arrived here, that when the time came, you would begin to remember. You would wake up with temples in your mind. You would be unable to ignore the symbols. You would feel something tug at you in dreams. And instead of brushing it off, you would say, "Yes, I feel this. I don't know why, but I know it's real." That moment, that's the return. The soul's return to alignment. The initiate's first step back to the temple. Because Egypt is not just a place, it's a state of consciousness. And Thoth is not just a figure. He is a frequency. And you're finally vibrating with him again. That's why the dreams came. That's why they won't stop. Because your time is now. You've been called. You've been shown. And now, you must learn to listen. Thoth doesn't appear just to stir curiosity. He appears to offer guidance. But that guidance isn't loud. It's not demanding. It doesn't compete for your attention like the noise of the modern world. It comes in waves, in quiet nudges, in images that flash across your mind when you're just waking, or symbols that keep showing up in your life until you finally whisper, "Okay, I'm listening." So how do you receive him? fully. You prepare the inner temple. That means quieting the mind so you can hear the message, not just through meditation, but through attention. Thoth speaks in synchronicities, numbers, geometry, and dreams, but also in what pulls your heart. That sudden interest in sacred symbols? That's him. The book that fell into your hands with a single highlighted phrase? That's him. The moment of stillness when you felt a presence in the room while reading the words as above, so below. That's him too. He's not just in the pyramids. He's in the pattern behind your thoughts, the silence between your questions, the energy that floods your chest when truth arrives. So speak with him. Yes, speak. Before you sleep, ask him, what do I need to remember? What are you showing me in this dream? What part of my soul are you trying to reawaken? Then let go. Don't chase the answer. Receive it. Because Thoth does not reward force. He responds to resonance. And if you're here, if you've listened this far, you're already resonating with him. Now, trust what rises. Trust what glows in your chest. Trust the feeling that the dream was more than a dream. It was a message, and you were ready to receive it. You didn't dream of Egypt by accident. You were invited. And if you've made it this far, through the symbols, the frequencies, the whispers in your dreams, then you are not just a viewer. You are a rememberer. You are the reason Thoth encoded his teachings into symbols, into stone, into the dream world itself. Because he knew that in an age of distraction, those ready to awaken would not come through tradition, but through vibration. And your vibration has aligned. So, the next time Egypt visits you in sleep, the next time the eye of Horus stirs something deep within, or a glyph flickers behind your eyelids as you drift off, don't dismiss it. That is your soul remembering its language. That is Thoth reaching across time to remind you. You were never lost. You only forgot where to listen. And now, you remember. So don't let it fade. Keep listening. Keep asking. Keep receiving. Because the temple is not just in Egypt. It's within you. Welcome back, Initiate. We've been waiting.